Hey developers, welcome to Devcovery. Today, we're bringing you the hottest open source projects trending on GitHub, so you don't miss any tech developments worth your attention.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into a trending project on GitHub, Caveman, a project that asks, why use many token when few token do trick? This clever skill for the Claude AI drastically cuts token usage by up to 65% simply by making it talk like a caveman. It's a humorous yet powerful approach to making large language models more efficient and affordable. What if you could cut your AI API bill just by making your coding assistant talk like a caveman? It sounds like a joke, but a project on GitHub claims to do just that, reducing token usage by up to 65%. But don't let the clever name fool you. This project reveals a seriously sophisticated engineering approach to a problem that's getting bigger every day for developers. The project is called Caveman, and it comes from developer JuliusBrussee. It's a tool suite built to make AI agents more efficient. It does this by drastically cutting down on tokens, which are the units that measure how much data a language model processes. And the project is clearly hitting a nerve. It has over 98,000 stars, with more than 260 added just today, and over 5,600 forks. That kind of attention shows it's solving a very real pain point. So, what's the core problem here? It's all about cost and speed. As developers bring AI agents like Claude Code or Aider into their daily work, they send a massive amount of data back and forth. Think about it. Code, logs, and long conversation histories. All of this leads to high API bills and slow response times. Before Caveman, the solutions were clunky and manual. Developers had to painstakingly trim their prompts, write super short instructions, or just eat the cost. Caveman's angle is unique because it attacks the problem from two sides. It started by simply making AI replies more concise. But it has since evolved to systematically compress the input data times before times it even gets to the model. This tackles the root cause of token bloat head-on. At its heart, Caveman works as a local proxy. You can think of it as an intelligent middleman running on your own machine. It sits right between your AI agent and the provider's API, intercepting requests and applying some really smart compression techniques. The technical brilliance here comes down to three key areas. First up is content-aware compression. This isn't just about blindly shortening text. Powered by a Go engine, it uses tools like TreeSitter to actually parse the code. This lets it strategically remove things like function bodies while keeping the vital signatures and types. The result? The model still understands the code's overall structure. The second big idea is the innovative pixel mode. This feature takes dense text, like a block of minified JSON, and renders it into a PNG image. For models that can see, processing this image can use far fewer tokens than processing the original text. It's a clever form of token arbitrage. And finally, there's a safety net called Content Addressed Recoverable Storage, or CCR. This system makes sure that before any data is changed, the original version is saved locally. So, if a compressed version ever confuses the model, the agent can always pull back the pristine original data. In the real world, this is a huge benefit for any developer who relies heavily on AI coding assistance. It offers a direct path to lower API costs and faster interactions. For example, teams building automated CI/CD pipelines can use the proxy to compress logs and test results before sending them to an LLM for analysis. The project is also designed for gradual adoption, which is a smart touch. A developer can start small, using a simple command line install just to get shorter AI replies. Then, when they need more power, they can set up the full local proxy for input compression, all without having to switch away from their favorite AI agent. The feedback from the community has been really positive. Users are praising the immediate reduction in what they call AI fluff and filler language. This makes the whole interaction feel faster and more to the point. But some developers are also offering a dose of realism. They note that the advertised 65% savings mostly applies to the AI's conversational output. The actual reduction in the total cost for a session is often more modest. That's because the number of input tokens and the model's thinking time are still significant factors. But the project isn't without its challenges. For one, Its architecture is complex, combining Go, Node, JS, and Python. This mix could make it harder for new contributors to jump in. Then, there's the license. The core engine uses a business source license, or BSL. This is source available, but it's not a fully open source license just yet, which might create friction for adoption in some corporate settings. On top of that, its compression strategies are fine-tuned for the models we have today. A major shift in how LLMs process context could make these techniques much less effective almost overnight. So in the end, Caveman is much more than just a clever prompt engineering trick. It's a sophisticated, locally run compression suite that offers a pragmatic solution to the rising cost of using large language models. And that's why it matters. It gives developers the power to control their AI spending without having to give up the tools and workflows they already rely on.
That's all for today's Devcovery. We hope these GitHub trending projects spark some inspiration for your development work. You can find all the repos mentioned in the description below. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you tomorrow at the same time.